behind the lines. 3, 2, 1, go.
Coming into the autonomous period here, 246, placing a piece of coral up onto the reef zone. Also removing some algae in the process, working with their alliance partner team 558, trying to place up another piece of coral on the reef zone. Meanwhile, over on the blue alliance, team 4176, having a piece of coral in their possession, trying to place it up on the high level of the reef zone. 1474 heading straight over to the red alliance. 4176 placing that algae on successfully. And 1474 heading over to go play their blue alliance besties a visit. 6333 having a piece of coral in their possession, placing it up over onto the high level of the reef. 558 having a piece of coral in their possession as well, trying to see if they can place it up on the higher level of the reef, and that looks successful. Meanwhile, 1474 hanging out with their friends over on the Iron Tigers. 6333 removing some algae from the reef zone. 246 Lapsabots trying to see if they can grab some coral from their coral processor to bring over. 558 placing a piece of coral up onto the high level of the reef zone. 6333 heading over to their coral processor as well. 4176 placing a piece of coral up onto the reef zone. 1474 finding themselves in a sticky situation with the coral, with the algae. 1119 content with where they are. 6333 scavenger bots removing a piece of algae from their robot. Meanwhile, 246 having a piece of coral in their possession, seeing where they're going to bring it over to. Will come right back to them. Iron Tigers placing a piece of coral up onto the reef zone. 6333 also having a piece of coral, trying to see if they can place it up over onto the reef zone. That looks promising. Iron Tigers going back in again with another piece of coral. And it's good. 25 seconds remaining. 246 potentially seeing if they can remove a piece of algae. 4176 heading straight for the barge. 13 seconds remaining. 558 trying to see if they can place another piece of coral up onto the reef zone. 246 making their way to the barge. 4176 climbing onto the cage. As time expires, we'll have an official score for you here in just a moment. With the score of 45-42, a very close match, and the Blue Alliance swimming away with 3 ranking points.